YouTube? What it do? All right. I was going to take the mask off, kind of do like a little serious video, on my discussion on how I prepare myself to write or when I need new ideas. But I just came back from New Orleans for Mardi Gras and I bought this mask and I'm loving it. I got several other ones, but yeah, I'm not taking it off. I'm just keep it on. All right, I was gonna put on a shirt too, but I was like, you know what? This is me. Oh. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm not gonna waste y'all time. All right, so someone hit me up and they asked me, how do I prepare myself to write, or what do I get myself in the how I get myself in the mood to write, or what do I do to get new story ideas? I just want to start off by saying, as a screenwriter, I was pretty much self-taught. I read a lot of books. There's somewhere, when I find them, I'm going to post another video on the books that I read that got me ready for screenwriting. And then a couple of years after that, I took a couple of screenwriting courses at because I had already graduated with my degree in acting. So I went back just for a couple of more courses. I went back for screenwriting 1 and 2, and then I did a film producing class, which I need to freshen up on. So for the most part, I am self-taught. I taught myself by reading books and excuse me. That was so disgusting and rude. But so I'm pretty much self-taught, and how I kind of pretty much, well, I want to say one of my most number one fear about becoming a writer or a screenwriter was, how was I able to come up with ideas, story ideas? At that time, it seemed so complex to me to be able to come up with ideas for stories. Like, how do you do that? Or how do writers do this all the time? And you're gonna see if you're just starting out on this journey on screenwriting, that once you start this journey, the ideas are going to come out of nowhere. And some of them will work. Some of them won't. Some of them will be on a whim. You're like, oh my God, this would be a great story. Then you start to flush it out and write it. And then it's like, that was stupid. But that's part of the process. So I was afraid I wouldn't be able to come up with story ideas fast enough. And the funny thing is, now that I've gotten started and I've been doing it for about 10 years now, I literally cannot keep up with the ideas. They come all the time, and I'll still be working on one thing, then I'll stop to work on another, because you'll see that when you come up with a new story idea, it's going to be fresh. It's going to be fun, and you want to flush it out, but you're already working on one story. So it's like, man, so slow it down a little bit. So for me, what I do to get myself in the mood, as you saw in the intro to this video, is by me being a fantasy writer, I listen to a lot of epic trailer music, a lot of epic fantasy music, and that pretty much gets me in the mood. It inspires me and it helps me come up with ideas. I can listen to a piece of music, and if I see a battle happening in my head to that music, and my brain starts to work. Like, okay, there's a battle going on right now. Who is it between? Is it between two brothers? Is it between two strangers? Is it between two lovers? Then you start to flush out who, the two people who are fighting, if they are brothers, what got them to separate each other? Where's the rest of the family? Are they kings? Are they princes? Are they just normal people? Are they gods? Are they demons? You start to play around with certain things, and then you'll see that certain things don't work, but then you start switching things up and you're like, okay, that didn't work, but this might work. So for me, I just listen to a piece of music and I think of something. If I already have a movie in mind, like I do right now, because I'm getting ready to work on something I've been working on for 10 years, and I've decided to dedicate myself to it. It's called The Noble Hearts. Follow it. I may even create an Instagram page. I already got an Instagram page, Mystic Shadow Films. If you're here, most of you are probably from there. But it's called The Noble Hearts. Originally, it was called The Noblest of Hearts. Now it's called The Noble Hearts. And I've been working. This is my first movie idea. And it was all over the place when I first thought about it. I would tell people about it. They'd give me this questionable look, like it sounded like it was a good idea, but you might want to work on that. So it'll take time. Some stuff will take years. Sometimes you have to put stuff on the back burner, work on something, and then while you're working on something, you'll still get ideas for the previous script that you were working on. But my advice is to finish the script. Don't jump around. That's my main weakness as a writer. I get bored quickly with the story if I've been working on it for too long. I get bored, and then I start to work on other stuff, and then I get bored with that one. Then I start on a new one. I get bored on that one. Then I go back to the original one. I get bored with that one. So you see the pattern that I have that I need to break is I need to finish and then move on. So what I do now is if I come up with a new story idea, I'll write a treatment for it, which is kind of like a short story. I'll write a little short story about that idea, and then I put it on the back burner until I'm done. I don't care how bored I am with this script, finish it. And this is my goal for 2019, is to finish The Noble Hearts. It's something I've been working on since 2009, like literally, when I was in school, when I was in college. So I'm gonna work on that right now. So I just want to share with you guys about the process that gets into it. Like if I'm writing an epic, if I'm writing a fantasy, which is what I usually write, I listen to epic fantasy music. If I'm listening to a comedy or something like that, I'll try to find some quirky music or something stupid. Usually with comedies, I usually watch stuff like clips, funny clips, things like that to kind of get me in the mood, to give me some ideas, to give me some inspiration. If I don't really like drama. The drama genre is just not for, I don't even watch drama movies. They're not for me. I'm not trying to go in there and be sad or cry and all. I ain't for that. Horror movies, I don't too much care for those either, but I was currently writing one, and then I had to put that on the back burner, and I'm going to make a video on why I had to put the horror movie on the back burner, which I'm so mad and kind of embarrassed about, because I went on Instagram and I was so excited about it and I shared it with everybody, and now I have to put it on the back burner. So I'm going to make a separate video on why I had to go put that on the back burner. So by putting that on the back burner, I'm going to go ahead and just finish The Noble Hearts. I don't care if it's crappy. I'm going to send it to some of the people that I send my scripts out to read it for me. And then I'm just going to work on it. Like I said, next year, hopefully, I'll be able to move to Atlanta. And then that's when I'm really going to try my best to just get my work out there, get myself out there. In a few weeks, I'm going to be looking for talent agencies in the area that I live in now. You just have to start working. You just got to start working and networking. So that's it. That's it. I just wanted to share with you guys on, how I get my story ideas. Like I said, I just listen to a piece of music, close my eyes and envision something. And then from that one scene or that one vision, I just flush out the story. I just flush it out. I just realized this whole time I'm looking at myself at the screen, so it looks like I'm looking down. But if I look here, I bet I look like I'm looking at you guys. I'm learning. I'm learning. So, so that's it. I'm not going to keep y'all on. It's already like 8 minutes. So that's it. Just stay positive, stay motivated, stay inspired. It's a tough industry, guys. It really is. You're not the only one out there hustling and trying to get yourself out there, and shit's cricket. Trying to get yourself out there, and you feel like, we're all feeling it. I'm not going to come on here and pretend I'm something I'm not. I have no connections in Hollywood. I don't know anybody in Hollywood. I may know a few people, smaller of the base. Let me say it this way. I may know some people who may know some people. Like I know someone who's family with Angela Bassett, but I have never met Angela. Angela doesn't know I exist. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're always, and I've seen this person with pictures with Angela Bassett. I don't call her Angela because we ain't friends yet. So like I was saying, I'm not going to come on here and try to pretend I'm something I'm not, but I just want to show you guys, you're not the only ones out there who has this big dream, who's trying to get themselves out there. I'm looking at you right now, ain't I? I'm learning. Cheers. All right, so I'm out. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you stayed for the whole 10 minutes. I'm sorry that this was 10 minutes. I really didn't want this to be 10 minutes. One of my biggest fears is starting, not fears, but I always thought, like, how can I keep the video long enough and not be like 2 seconds? What can I say? You start talking, you start talking. All right, so that's it. I'm done. Thank you so much for stopping by. Subscribe, share. If you know anybody out there who's in trying to get in this industry and you know they're having a hard time, or you know they may need a picker upper, send them on over here. I'm going to start posting some more inspirational stuff. I just want people to be inspired. I just want people to stay positive and not allow this industry to tear them down, because it's tough. It is, but you can do it. All right, so I'm out. That's it. I'm done. This damn 11 minutes. All right, I'm done. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by here at Mystic Shadow Films.